So let's start by saying, how are you going to use your facial expression? Go in front of a mirror, see your facial expressions also. Sometimes we forget to smile, but smiling at the wrong time also we get taken for granted. So keep the smile at the end of your sentence, and when you're saying it seriously, please keep an intense expression. Like each of us will develop our own facial expressions and our own voice modulations. Am I showing an expression of excitement with my eyes? Or am I showing an expression of firmness? This really won't work. Those are the things that you have to become aware of. Be aware of your own face, your own voice, and the strength that comes in it. How can we use humor as a speaker? In any situation, the truth gets in when we use humor. Even if it is a situation of one-to-one conversation, or if it is in a corporate setting, or whether you are speaking on a platform trying to engage 1,000 students in a college. Humor works very well. How can I use humor? The easiest way is to make fun of yourself. When I direct humor at myself, my audience starts to listen to me much more seriously. If you've got them to laugh in the first couple of minutes of being with you, they will take whatever you say, accepting it as an authentic person, and they will take your wisdom very seriously. Don't direct it at others. Look at that bald person. What are they doing? You can't say things like that because you just put the humor on the poor guy who just happens to have less hair than you. It's humorous, it's human, and people will start listening to you. But you know what? If you love the sound of your own voice and you keep on talking, no one is going to listen. So I love to say that a good engaging speaker is brief. You speak exactly as much time as is allocated to you. Leave 2-3 minutes extra and practice it many times. Prepare your speech, practice it for yourself so you fit it within that time. It's very important. And then customize your remarks. So if you're talking to a group of healthcare workers, talk about something that makes sense to them medically. So which is going to be your vaccine after today's session? If you're speaking to a group of engineers, you come and say, now if your managing director, Mr. Subramanian, walks in, how are you going to talk to him with tact and diplomacy? When you connect like this, you have customized your speech to that specific audience. You will never lose them. Even 1 minute, they won't be looking at their phones and being distracted. So the important aspect that we take away from this masterclass is be brief and customize your whole presentation each time to the audience that you speak. So let's start by saying, how are you going to use your tone? So if you are in a meeting and you want to say to someone rather strictly that the project is not doing well, if you come there and say, you're always so good, but today this project is not doing so well, how can we do better? Are they going to take you seriously? So did you see what I just did? You are so good. I took the tone down. The project is not doing well. I took the tone down. You're not going to be an engaging speaker. I gave an authoritative way by raising my voice. This is called effective use of voice modulation. When you want to get people's opinion, just speak a bit faster. For example, you want to get someone's attention and you're talking about something that's very important. That sentence was said slowly. Now is the most important thing. Listen to me right now. How are you going to raise your voice without raising an alarm bell? There is a very easy way to make your audience stay with you. Interact with them. How do you interact? If you're on a virtual platform, make sure they put something on chat. When they put it on the chat, call out their name. You call out that interactivity if it's on a virtual platform. Suddenly everybody's involved with what you are saying and you're not the sage on the stage sitting there and telling people what to do. You become a guide by the side for people when you interact with them. If it's a live audience, many times you can say to them, now this next question, I want you to turn to your partner on the right and discuss it. And say, can you discuss with someone and come back and tell me what you think of it? When people discuss with other people, they suddenly become super involved in the program. And suppose they're too involved and talking too much, you should also be able to control them and bring them back. If somebody is being distracted over here, call out their name and say, Raji, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about this topic of public speaking and using humor? And Raji, who was actually distracted, can't say it because she was distracted. It doesn't matter. Then you let her off the hook and say, or anybody else in this audience, what do you think about using humor as a tool? And then people will start responding. All these activities that you're doing make you a very interactive speaker, and people will want to come and listen to you. And I'm not just saying this for public speaking, because you know what? Leadership skill is about being an engaging speaker. Even at home, you can be a leader if you use these skills. Even at workplaces, you can. And of course, on the stage, they'll call you over and over again, and they'll actually pay you money to do this. Wouldn't you like to do that?
Champion a woman, she will build a nation.